About 100 graduates of the recently launched Meru Youth Service can now start their own businesses after receiving tools to aid them in various startups. However, with the cash crunch in the counties, how is this program going to proceed? Let's find out more from our reporter, George Maringa, who is following up on this story and now joins us live from Meru. George, how is this program going to proceed with no cash?
Thank you. Good afternoon. Now, indeed, there has been the cash crunch that has been experienced in counties, and Meru, the Meru County government, through the leadership of Kiraitu Murungi, the governor, started a program that enrolled the first bunch of 1,000 recruits to the Meru Youth Service, a program that was initially allocated 100 million Kenya shillings. But we understandably, we have been reliably informed that the monies have been over the years or over the financial years been reduced, and we are going to find out more from the chief officer, who is Lewis, to just tell us more about this. Lewis Murigi, thank you for joining us on KTN News. Now let's start with the reduction. You started with the inclusion of the Meru Youth Service in law, and the first allocation was 100 million Kenya shillings. So why has the monies reduced so far, and by what amounts?
Well, thank you so much. As you are well aware that finances were not enough most of the times. The first amount that was allocated was 100 million, but it has since been reduced to 40 million and now around 20 million. And this is because of the fact that, of course, with the national government, the amount flowing has also been reduced. And consequently, the Assembly, the Meru County Assembly, has also reduced this amount, and maybe based on what they consider as priorities. Mm-hmm. Yes.
With the reduction of this money, there are those who went into various practices such as tradesmanships, plumbing, carpentry. You also gave them some funding, or rather some tools to start. Was this occasioned by the concern that parents had of their children would go be trained but now had nothing to start their businesses with?
Of course, these people, young people who have been trained, require tools for them to be able to operate. And because of the same, the county government of Meru has approached partners so that they can assist in providing them with the tools. And recently, the KCB Foundation came up to support, and 77 of them were issued with the tools in areas of masonry, electrical and plumbing. So they were issued with the tools that are relevant to the jobs that they are going out to do. Of course, the training was already done earlier. Mm-hmm. Yes.
So moving forward, the initial recruitment was about 1,000 recruits. So moving forward, with the reduction in monies or the allocation, the financial allocation, with the uptake, or rather the recruitments also reduced from 1,000, and have they so far?
Yeah, the intake has been reduced. Initially, as you put it correctly, it was 1,000, but now it has gone down to 600. But still, we've not taken them up because we've been waiting for the allocation from the national government, which has not yet come, but they are ready. We are ready with them. In fact, they have letters. Immediately money comes in, we are going to take them for training. Yes, and with the amount having reduced, it's going to be quite a challenge, but we're exploring various ways in which we will be able to get partners who are going to support us in this. Mm-hmm. Yes.
This has been a program that was a flagship program, if you call it, and a first of its kind in Kenyan counties, a replica of the National Youth Service. So moving forward, do you see like it will be a sustainable program, one that will last for long, or will it crash along the way? Is it something, in as much as it has been anchored in law?
Yeah, it is a flagship project, and the governor so much loves it, so much to the extent that I'm sure he's going to do whatever it takes to be able to ensure that it is sustainable and it continues, because it benefits the majority of the youth, or many youth who are desperate out there without jobs. And take note that it takes care of the very those youths down there who may be having very very low grades and may not be directly taken up by the colleges and these other TTIs. Those who have even scored Ds or maybe have even gone up to secondary school and maybe have scored very dismally, but they are talented in various ways, because we've seen that those who have been trained, though they did not have good grades, they are doing very well in their areas of specialization. So, of course, it's going to be a challenge without enough funds, but I want to believe the governor, who has so many friends, either in Meru and outside, is going to look, we will assist him to look for partners who are going to help finance this project, because we cannot afford to do away with it. Yes.
Thank you, Bwana Lewis. Ashley and our viewers, that was Lewis Mirigi, who is the Chief Officer in the department or in the Ministry of Youth and Gender and Sports, just telling us the intrigues of the Meru Youth Service. Remember, there has been the cash crunch and the reduction of monies. As he has told us, it has been reduced from the initial 100 million shillings allocation to 40, now headed to 20. But as he has promised that the program will continue since it has been anchored in law. This is a story we are following up on, since the recruits have not been recruited yet for these years, for these financial years enrollment, but we are still following up on this story and the benefit that the youth will gain from this program. Back to you, Ashley.